My name is Jonny Andersen, Jonny. Everybody calls me Jonny. I'm Norwegian. I'm married with Angelica. I'm an airport professional that has been working with airports and in the aviation sector for nearly 28, 30 years now. So kind of it's like jet fuel going through these veins. And I've been very blessed from the point of view that I've been able to work in many different countries and working with airports, both bigger ones and very, very small ones too. Yeah. And so I've been working in Europe with airports there, and I've been working in Africa, in Kenya, and now I'm here in Curacao. I think actually that Curacao is, first of all, a very good airport. I think the airport has huge potential, but I also think that it has, the infrastructure is also, up to a standard where we can really develop the destination. But what we are seeing now is like this year or the previous year, and 2022, we kind of have broken some trends. We see that we have growth from markets that we haven't seen before. So what we are facing right now as an airport operator is that we are starting to get the classical Caribbean tourism destination challenge, which is we get a lot of aircrafts arriving and departing at the same time. And that puts certain pressure on the infrastructure that we have, the terminals, the parking stands. We are changing the way that we are working, because what we see, as I said, we have two peaks now. We have between 11 and 2, 3 o'clock in midday, and then we have one in the afternoon, early evenings, like between 5 to, let's say, 8, 9 in the evenings, when the big birds are coming in from Europe, the wide bodies and so on. While the American carriers are coming in usually in that midday peak. And when we have those peaks, we see that the capacity in the terminal during that peak starts to be put under pressure. Suddenly you experience, like queuing, you can experience, like a lot of people being at check-in, etc., etc. And we are taking measures, like of course to handle that in a much better way. One of our challenges right now that we kind of are facing is that now we are getting a lot of carriers coming in from the Netherlands at the same time in the evening, the late afternoon, the evening peak. So we have 3 wide bodies, and that's more than, it could be 400, it could be nearly 1,000 passengers that are coming in at the same time, sometimes even more. And these are picked up by buses. And we see now that we have what we call the landside, the parking area. We see that suddenly now we have challenges because we have so many buses and so much traffic to pick up all of these passengers. And of course also to deliver passengers to those aircraft. So you have over 1,000 coming in, and then you have over 1,000 going out, more or less at the same time. And all this has to be transported to the airport. And everything that is kind of being organized on the land side, meaning the parking area and so on, needs to be looked over right now. So we are doing quite a lot on the planning part, on the parking logistics and the buses logistics and so on. This is the gateway to Curacao, so this is the entry point, but also the exit point. Mostly everybody who visits our island comes through this airport. And it's so important not only for us as an airport, but for the community, for all of the businesses here, for the tourism sector, for everybody. The local, the community, it's just incredibly important. So of course, there's a lot of focus and interest in what's going on in the airport. And the support is there. Everybody wants this to be, the best airport that you can find in the region, in the Caribbean.
At least in the Caribbean.
Yeah, and we really want to deliver on that one. But we also see that we need to develop the airport further, because there's a lot of development now going on with airports around us. Aruba is doing huge investments in the next 5 to 7 years. It's also being invested quite a lot in Bonaire. And we also have to make sure that our infrastructure, the terminal, and we have the capacity and the technical solutions and the flow that can support this. Because at the end of the day, as I said, we've broken some trends. We see more and more flights coming in from the United States and Canada. And we see also we have opened a new market with Brazil. Suddenly now we have a lot of passengers coming in from Brazil. And these are passengers that expect quite a lot from a destination. They expect, because they have been traveling maybe all over the world, you know, they know what to expect, and they compare us with probably the best, you know, at least in the region. And then they expect a smooth entry, you know, into the country, a smooth, you know, like things are easy and things are smooth, and then they are expecting to be picked up and taken to, what can I say, our fantastic resorts and the beaches and so on, to really experience, but as quickly as possible. So this is what they expect, and we have to deliver on that one, especially now when we are growing. And we as an airport, we need to support this growth. And how do we support it? We support it with an excellent infrastructure, with a good service level, so they really feel that this is smooth and easy and customer friendly. So they will come back, and they will talk to others about, you know, like the fantastic destination of Curacao. I think we have started that journey some time ago already, so I really think we can meet those expectations. And we want it. We really want to be the best in the Caribbean, that's for sure.